Hi, welcome back. Well, I am so excited to welcome our next two guests from the show because they understand exactly what it means to be in this seat right here. We have a student from Palmquist Elementary and also the multimedia and math and science teacher, Doug Simmons, and also Marley Wadlington. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Yes, that's the thing that we're supposed to do, right, Marley?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, welcome to the show. Glad to have you both here.
Thank you.
Doug, thank you so much for coming and being here on this show today. I certainly appreciate it. The multimedia program, the name of the station that's at Palmquist Elementary, how did this even get started at Palmquist?
From a previous school I had worked at, that we had a news broadcast that we actually did closed circuit TV at the school, and I moved to this new school, Palmquist Elementary School, and we enjoyed hearing the announcements over the loudspeaker, but sometimes they weren't clear enough and weren't providing us with enough visual stimulation.
Sure.
So I said, well, I think we need to put a news program together. And so I started talking to my administration and other teachers. Got some great ideas, and we were able to buy a small Sony Handycam camera, put it on a tripod. We used the green screen to put an image behind us, and we put all the program together through iMovie on an Apple computer.
Wow, oh my goodness. And so how did you get involved with this, Marley? What made you say, okay, I think I'll raise my hand and get involved?
Well, it all started in a journalism media class that he was performing. We do a thing called prep, which is like a little class in between for about 45 minutes that we switched to a different class. So it all started with like we would have it, and he said, well, possibly a few people out of this class might be able to have a chance on the KPQE Morning News. And we volunteered. We did a little essay about why we think this would be good, and I just happened to be one of the ones picked, and it's really fun.
Oh, very good. So you have to be selected to get into the class, is that correct?
That is correct. They have to fill out an online application for myself that they would fill out with telling me why they think they'd make a good fit for the part. I have everything from news anchors to editors to camera people, and I have my own director, so she has to make all the choices for me, and my editor and my director. So.
Oh, really? Oh, see, that's good because this is how you kind of weed it out and figure out, whether or not this is something the kids want to do or if they just want to kind of fool around.
Yes, it's very, very much student directed, and that's how the program is ran. So they make the decisions, they decide what they would like to do.
So, Marley, you're an anchor for the program, is that correct?
Yeah.
How long have you been an anchor?
We started around, I'd say, early October, and then so the rest has just been, I remember like being like so nervous, and then it's just like an everyday thing now that I just come in, do, and then it's basically done, and we just start editing, and it's really fun, and I like it.
Oh, that's really good. So with that being said, kind of what's the future of the program at the school? I know it's challenging sometimes.
It's challenging. We start at about 7:45, and we have it on our website by 8:20 every single morning.
Wow.
So it's quite the procedure of doing that. I just like to grow with what the children's ideas are. They want to put some interviews in there, go to locations around the school to do a live broadcast. We've done that a few times, and it's just giving the students the ideas of how we should probably go, and it's up to them how they want to proceed.
So, which is good. So do you think, can you imagine yourself maybe at some of the sporting events and interviewing, athletes or some of the plays, the actors and things like that?
Yeah, I think that would be a pretty fun thing to do. Yeah, I like it a lot, what I do now, so yeah.
Well, that's good. And so have you tried other positions or you've just strictly been the anchor?
Well, so far what we do is like if someone's absent and then we have an alternate, so other than that, it's like if sometimes the alternate's not there, so we all like raise our hand and volunteer. So sometimes I'm the camera person when I'm not being the anchor, so sometimes it switches off, and I do like being the camera person. It's really fun too. So.
Well, I'm so glad you started this at the school. Do you see the results, the fruit of your labor coming together?
I really see that. I see that a lot of the students at our school see people like Marley, and they're the rock stars of the school. and they get recognized, and I'll bring kids in to see the behind the scenes version of it. It looks very different as you come onto some studio sets, you look around like, okay, there's other things going on besides what the camera sees, and it's really exciting for the kids to see that.
Well, this is a good thing. Well, thank you so much for what you started at Palmquist, and I have a feeling the other schools are going to start to look at your model and see what you're doing. So thank you, and thank you, Marley. We certainly appreciate you being on the show today.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon.